folks. Excuse me. See if I got this right. Wait for a couple of seconds, let this thing build up the I don't know what you call it. Let's see what happens there. But anyway, here, build up the audience. We'll see what happens. I guess while this is happening, I guess I'll go ahead and get into the prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for waking us up. We thank you for waking the people up this day. We ask for your guidance and your protection, Father. We ask that you open up our minds and our ears. We ask that you open up our hearts. We ask that what you open us up to, that we'll be able to live through. We ask that you will help us to endure these troubling times. We ask that you will help us with the confusion and all this deception that's going on within our own selves, within our households, and within our communities. Father God, we ask you by the power of the Holy Spirit that you would influence us in ways that we've never seen before. We ask that you just open up our minds and our souls and our chakras and our third eyes, that we may see. And I know that I put those words, chakra and third eyes, in this prayer, but just for the real lingo's or net shore. By the power of the Holy Spirit, I come into the prophets before me and after me and say thank you. Selah. Alright, this video, I'd call it Zombies in Politics. Now this is why I call it Zombie in Politics. You must understand history before you become a politician. Any true politician understands the history of law, of man's law. Every good politician understands the building blocks of the so-called democracy or the so-called public. Now, in Babylon, with Nimrod, there wasn't a Democrat or a Republican party. There was none of that. It was just Nimrod, the king, that's it. And he handed down the laws called the Law of Hammurabi. So we'll stick that there. Now, just keep that sticky thing up here the thing. All right? The Akkadian, the Sumerians, the Shemites, the seeds of the Shemites, handed down the law. The Hamites, they enforced the law. The Yiphites, they paved the groundwork for the law. And if you look at the blessings of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, it says that Ham would serve his brothers. The seed of Ham would serve their brothers, serve his brother. Not like slavery, not disrespecting them, not trampling on their backs, not abusing them. But they will be happy to serve their brother because their brother had the law, which is Shem. It says that Japheth would live under, like Christ says, go under Shem. They would live under the tent. And so, when you look at the blessing from Noah to Shem, Ham, and Japheth, you got to look at the order. Shemites, we hand down the law. Our Hamite brothers, they enforce the law. Our Japhite brothers, they physically make the law a foundation, called buildings, temples, places of worship, and things like that, to the one and only living Yahweh. Once again, we remind you, I say Yah, Allah, because Yah is the expression. Yah, yes, I agree. Allah in Arabic just simply means God. Who is God? Yah. The expression of creativity, the expression of life, the expression of all these things that we come to love. Yah, yes, I agree. It's all good. Even in the ancient Native American, we say, hey, Yah, ha, Yah, hey, Yah. And even you guys today say, hallelujah, what? Yah. So, back to the thing at hand. I've been watching this young boy named C.J. Pierce. And I was very moved by the young boy's eloquency of words. I was moved by the bull's eloquency on how he's aware of the political situations that's going on. But I was more floored to the ground where he didn't know the history of these politicians and the political parties which they stand for. And he don't have a clue, and obviously with all that education that he paid for, got in debt for, because I'm about to go to college myself, and I'm looking at this FIA grant, and my mama, she graduated from college, and I'm 40 plus. She just now getting ready to pay off her FIA grant. She got that grant when I was, I think, 8. I'm plus 40 now. She just now about to pay off her student loan. And she's a phlebotomist. Make decent money. One of the best in the city. She don't miss sticks, nothing. Nowhere, she's never missed a stick. I say that point to say this. Obviously, the boy's parents don't know anything about their history of what they represent. Because I'm hearing this young man, and the children are influencing other children because there's no respect for us older cats, regardless where we come from. Children don't respect us whatsoever. They don't respect our shine, they don't respect our knowledge, they don't even respect our battle wounds. You know, I got a couple of them. I stay in battle. But anyway, I was floored by it, man, because the boy kept mentioning Donald Trump. Donald Trump. And then he say something about Barack Obama. Then he say something about Hillary Clinton. And I'm thinking, did your parents tell you that they all in the same fruit basket? Young brother, C.J. Pearson, and anybody else is watching this video, share with him. Don't let that young boy go through life thinking that what he's doing is wonderful because he sound good and he's talking wonderful English. Everything about it is inducing slave mentality. In other words, this young boy is going to teach other children and other people who are already not as smart as he is. And I give the boy big ups, really I do. I'm not putting the boy down. We're talking about those who are feeding him this information that's going to make him bitter when he gets younger. He's going to hate his own self and his own people because he's going to ask you, he's going to ask me and all our friends, why didn't you tell me that Hillary, Trump, and Barack Obama are from the same fucking church, from the same devil's house? Why ain't y'all telling him that he's part of a bigger picture? Y'all sitting here and I'm watching y'all give him all these hearts and stuff, and he's killing himself. And he's taking your unborn children with him. How do you think Barack Obama became president? He was groomed into it. And now you get this young boy, C.J. Pearson, who's being groomed to mislead our people and children again. Have y'all people not got this yet? Your children are being used against you, so-called black man, and your women are being used against you. And the ignorance of them and thereof solidifies the whole thing. And I'm going to read this to you from the fathers of Western civilization. And obviously, his parents, nor him, has read this book. This book, The Great Dialogue of Plato, is with all Western law, society, philosophy, your school, your law, your doctors, everything that you come to love in your Let's Make America Great Again comes from these guys here. Alright? Socrates, who else are the guys in here? The Eupides, what's his name? Quoted from Alcid, Alcidemus. I mean, the Great Odyssey. I mean, I got the whole book. Who else is in here? It's called The Republic and the Other Dialogues by the immortal Greek philosopher Plato, or masterpieces from part of the most important single body of writing in the history of philosophy. Beauty, love, immortality, love, knowledge, and justice are discussed in these dialogues, featuring Plato's teacher, Socrates. Together they magnificently express the glowing spirit of Platonic philosophy. Translated by W.H.D. Rouse, one of the world's most outstanding classical scholars and translator of Homer's The Odyssey, the Iliad. The volumes features the complete text of 7 of Plato's most revered works. Now, this is before Rome. All right. Rome doesn't even get its first emperor. Rome copies from them. So when you're talking about Roman law, you're talking about English law, Swedish law, Canadian law, Spanish law, any law on the planet other than the Torah, you get it from this. And even here, Socrates came to Israel and got his philosophy. He came to our prophets and our prophetess, the women. He talked to a woman and he took this stuff back and they killed him. But check this out. This is the line of questioning of how it goes. Give me a minute on this and feel this. And this has everything to do with the politics and zombies. He says this: love has a higher degree, for there is always war between gracelessness and love. Colors and beauty are testified by the gods nestling in flowers, for where there is no flower, or flower is past, and body and soul, and everything else. Love sits not, for where the place is flowery and fragrant, there he both sits and stays. This is love. Of the God's beauty, much more might be said, but this is enough. The virtue of love comes next. Now this is Socrates talking to some of his other constituents, because they're trying to find out what is the very essence of love. We're talking about zombies and politics. See, you can't be a politician or be in law if you don't understand the love that is in the law, that's in the politics. You can't do anything if you don't understand the root of its existence. And the root of all existence is love. Alright? So let me show you, let me give you the moral fiber through this. I already told y'all the other way, but I guess since y'all like the pale skin so much, and y'all keep pushing this pale skin philosophy, let me give you the root of your pale skin philosophy. Alright? And a lot of y'all folks, man, y'all like talking stuff, man, but y'all don't even know the root of your own civilization, your own existence, why you even... Anyway, I'm ranting now too. Here we go. The future love comes next. Chief is that love wrongs not, and it is not wrong. Wrongs no God, and is wronged by none. Wrongs no man, and is wronged by none. Nothing that happens to him comes by violence, for violence touches not love. Nothing he does is violent, for everyone willingly serves love in everything, and what a willing person grants to a willing is just. So say the city's king, the laws. And besides, oh, you got the Esther text, quoted from Alchemist, a stylist. Here's the little Esther works in there. And besides justice, he is full of temperance. It is agreed that temperance is the mastery and control of pleasures and desires, and that no pleasure is stronger than love. But if they are weaker, then love would master and control them. And being master of pleasure and desires, love would be especially temperate. Furthermore, encourage, not even Eris, and it has a little cross-like thing, Eris, god of war. The quotation is from Sophocles' Lost Play, Thyestes fragment 235, in period. So that's who enhanced this. Stands up against love. For it is not Ares that holds love, but love Ares. Love of Aphrodite, as they say. Stronger is he that holds than he that is held. And the master of the bravest of all would be himself bravest. Now the justice and temperance and courage of the god have been spoken of, and wisdom is left. So one must try to do the best one is able to do. And first, that I may honor our art as Eryximachos, is Eryximachos. Look him up. Honored his. Love is so wise a poet that he can make another the same. At least everyone becomes a poet whom love touches. Even one who before that had no music in his soul. This we may fittingly use as proof that love is a good poet, or active maker, in practically all creations of the fine arts. So when we ask people like young young CJ, I forgot his name. I'm sorry, little bro. I forgot your name. When you support people like Trump, Hillary, the system that has no desire for what love is and the justice that love brings. You cannot have justice without love. You can't have a sound politician without love. You yourself cannot be a sound worker or an advocate of anything on this planet without the pure wisdom of love. And love has laws. So when you say that you want to support Trump, and you're saying that it's okay to build a wall around a country, when you say that it's okay to extract uranium from our Mother Earth to create bombs, that's a problem. When you take money from the poor and the homeless and you create a fictitious organization and you begin to buy drugs and buy politicians and put in laws that support unnatural acts against humanity and nature, that is not love, young CJ. That is not politics. No college, whether it's Harvard, Stanford, because I've talked to all those people that graduated from there. I've even been to Stanford University. I've been on their campus. I've been on San Jose University's campus. I've been on Pitt campus. I've been in Texas A&M campus. I've been on all these campuses. I've been on Florida A&M campus. So no matter what college you go to, bro, and I'm talking to any of y'all, you're going to get the same non-love. The best part of any political atmosphere is you have to have the love for the people and love for the God that created all of this, young CJ. So I say keep doing what you're doing, bruh, but we're not supporting that coon shit. We're not supporting that we need Trump to do what? Young bro, you're made in the image of the Creator, man. You don't need Trump. You don't need no politician. You don't need no man's approval to exercise as your God-given ability. And that one is love of your craft. And I see you got very good, elegant words, and I see you sharp. And that's your craft because the people gravitate to you. But the thing is this. You're putting poison out there, and the people that say they love you are watching you poison yourself and poison other people, and you're going to regret that when you get older. So I'm saying to you, as a big bro to a little bro, keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing, but you have to research the political system that you support, man. I know you love your mama and all that, and we love them too. We're glad that they produce, at least you ain't selling dope out there acting crazy. So we happy for you, man. But what you're doing even worse than that is you're not taking time out to do the history and the science behind this political stuff. Because these same politicians like Trump, they got many, many corporations, and they're over in Africa, Australia, Brazil, and destroy your children just like you. Everything that you're trying to work for, they're destroying it 20 years in advance than you, young man. You're not the first one, and you're sure not going to be the last. But we can say this. We can say this. As I'm being responsible, because I'm watching, I watch everybody's videos, and I take rigorous notes, and I'm very concerned about what comes out of my heart. That's why I'm hearing what comes out of your heart. Back to that love thing about the law of nature, the law of the universe. The law of nature, the law of the universe. I just read it to you. Out of your Western scholars. Because, see, everybody talking about I'm going to college, I'm going to go to this school, I'm going to go to that school. Well, here's who created your first academia. They teach you in this book. Get it. Check this out, folks. Get this book. It's called The Great Dialogues of Plato. It teaches you how to create niggers. It teaches how you create white people. It teaches you how to create police. It teaches you how to create politicians. This book teaches you how to build a civilization. It teaches you how to build sergeants, lieutenants. It teaches you how to build slaves, kings. It teaches you how to, check it out. Don't take my word for it, folks. Read this book, and you will be flabbergasted. Unfortunately, try to get the oldest copyrights, not the new ones. This was by Signet Classics. Right here, let me see if I can get this for you. Signet Classics. You must have this in your library if you're going to be in the politics and building civilizations and intellectual structures and building the people who's going to run them. It gives you the blueprint. Let me see if I can get another page in here for you real quick because I want to draw this out. Let me see. Just like pick something for you real quick. Okay, we'll read this. Pausanic. Well, this is where we get the word pause. And when you get this book, you understand about why you say apologize, you get it from Apollo. And then when you just say, let's pause for a minute, you get it from this guy called Pausanias. Maybe just let you see that. The word pause comes from this guy right here. Look over my top of my finger. His name is Pausanias. So every word you use in English, right, look up its origin. Majority of it is Greek and Latin. So Pausanias said this. Agathon. I should not be surprised if they are of this class, and both males by nature, not men. He said males. But indeed I speak in general of all men and women. Uh-oh. Remember I was telling y'all about the difference between male, female, men and women? Check this out to confirm it. But indeed I speak in general of all men and women. Listen to what he said. I should not be surprised if they are really of this class and both males by nature. But indeed I speak in general of all men and women, that the way to make our race happy is to make love perfect. And each to get his very own beloved and go back to our original nature. See, CJ, that political stuff you're talking about with Trump, you're not getting back to your nature. Trump wants to make you a slave. That means he wants you to vote, so he wants you to work. Work, 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 work. Yeah. You don't want your own? Young brothers and sisters? To the elders, you don't want your young people to exercise their own given God talents? Or we're going to keep on for pale-face, give us jobs, give us education, give us food, give us water, give us shelter, give us clothing, give us toothpaste, give us permission to marry? When has the history of any man needed permission from his slave master to get married, to have sex, to raise his children, to be a man, to be a woman, to be successful? When in the history of man has a human being has ever needed the permission of another human being to love his mother and his father and his sister and his brothers? When has it that you have to go see your slave master to get a piece of paper to say you married? And can you have sex? When did that happen? Same thing what I'm saying about this young CJ dude with this Trump thing. When has it been that the whole so-called black nation in America needs the pale-face to go to work? You're telling me and the rest of the world that without Trump, you can't be great? Is that what you're selling? Is that what y'all supporting out here nowadays? That without the pale-face, his schools and his poison and his tactics and his lawlessness and his deception, that you as an individual person can't be great? And that you need them to give you a job? That's heavy, man. That's heavy. And if this is the best thing possible, the best thing to our hand must of course be to come as near as possible. And that is to get a beloved who suits our mind. See, Trump and all them, they know this. So they get a beloved to do things that suit their mind. Because we're talking about men and women of their own kind. But notice in the earlier thing, Pausanias and Agathon said, I should not be surprised if they are really of this class of politicians and people who support this garbage, and or both males by nature. Then he said, we would say it again, by nature. But indeed, I speak in general of all men and women. Why did he say the class of males, but I speak for all men and women? Right on that for a minute, people. Right on that for a minute. Why did Agathon and Pausanias agree in the elites and the Greeks, original Greeks, who translated the Bible into English and Latin? Okay? These guys are the one that gave you your Bible and your Quran and stuff like that in modern today's language. These are the fathers of everything that you're reading in English, translated from the Bible and all books on the planet. I just want to give y'all a heads up. All right? So this is Omar Jose, just giving y'all a taste of reality, man. We say we love you, man. We don't bring the books, and we don't live it. We don't show it to you in the Quran and in the Bible, and from the ancient people, and from the prophets, and from the Word of the Most High Himself. And don't listen to me. But we showed y'all 5 different resources. We showed you can practice it yourself. We showed you where to look for it. We showed you that it's in the scriptures. We showed you this in the Torah. It's in the Quran. It's in the Gita. It's in Strong's Concordance. It's in what's the book I got? It's a dictionary. Everything that's told y'all, you can find it. Do not let these young people who are being misguided by greedy and deceptive adults who's manipulating this political system, manipulating your minds. Don't let them take our children like that. Save the young bull. You know what I mean? Who's ever watching this video, I know y'all seen the young bull. I mean, he's blowing up. The young bull is blowing up, and I'm happy for him. But we need to get behind him and pump him with the spirit, the God particle information, so these demons and devils don't suck him dry like they did a lot of us. So we say keep up the good fight, more power. We love you guys, man. And may the Most High keep you safe. And till next time, if this makes sense, share it. You know what I mean? Research it. You know what I mean? Tell me what you think. But if it don't make sense, and you can't prove it, you know, and it can't be proved, let me know, and I'll never ever make another video. 1.